Welcome to Brain Power with Dr. Echo, where each week we discuss how your family can boost brain health by addressing mind, body, emotional, and environmental health. And now here's the episode. Hello, everyone. Hi. Welcome to the Glow Corner. I'm Dr. Hoke Echo. I'm your happy brain pediatrician here today with another live, and today we're going to talk about the topic of my child headbangs and what should I do about it. So, couple of things. With neurotypical children, right? Children who don't have a diagnosis of autism or any other neurological disorders, they too can headbang, right? We see healthy toddlers, neurotypical toddlers, babies headbanging, and usually they outgrow it by the age of 3. So if your child with autism that has been diagnosed with autism continues to headbang past the age of 3, then I wanted to talk about some tips for you parents. So there are several reasons why children will bang their heads against an object, against the floor. A few of them are: it's an indication of physical pain, that the child may be feeling physical pain, and this is their head banging as a way to distract them from the pain that they feel. And so it's critical to recognize that as well. The other reason could be that they're frustrated and maybe they're not able to verbalize to you what's really going on with them. And so they will headbang to get your attention. The other reason that's kind of linked to what I just said is they mainly will use headbanging as a way to get your attention, because they know that if they headbang, then their caregiver, their parent will rush over to attend to them, then they may be more likely to use that as a strategy. And the other reason that a child with autism may bang their heads is as a symptom of sensory overload, right? They don't know how to handle all of the stimuli that they're getting all at the same time. And so their neurotransmitters are not transmitting what's going on with their brain or what stimuli they may be feeling. And so what you will see is that they will headbang as a result of that, because it's just too much for them to handle. And so all of these things are really important for parents and caregivers to know in children with autism as a way to appropriately address them, right? Your child is doing this for a reason. So as any good parent or caregiver, we want to find out what the reason is. So we'll go through a few things, a few strategies to help you identify what's going on. So the very first one is track your child's behavior. What does your child do just before they start headbanging? Usually with children diagnosed with autism, it's a pattern, right? You see children headbang or bang their heads repeatedly for like a period of time, and it can come in episodes, and they may or may not be an apparent trigger. But I'm asking that you study your child to see what happens before they start the behavior, and also what happens right after it ends. Does your child do anything right after they stop banging their heads? And if so, it's important to keep track of that. It's important to keep track of what happens before, so that if there's any way to mitigate the situation, meaning to maybe redirect your child or to address whatever that trigger may be, you can do that to prevent them from going through with banging their heads. So the second strategy I'm going to discuss is padding the area. Often children with autism will pick an area, particular area in the house where they will bang their heads. I'm not saying this is 100%, but it does happen. So if you identify those areas, it's important to pad them with like soft sponges or like foam pads, things like that, so that they don't really hurt themselves. And to go back to what I previously said about neurotypical children, babies, toddlers banging their heads, thankfully, often they don't bang their heads hard enough to injure themselves. But we're not going to wait for that to happen, right? We're going to protect the area that your child will usually bang their heads in, so that we can prevent any brain injuries from happening. The third thing would be to spend quality time. Like I mentioned, some children will use the banging of their heads as a way to get your attention. And so, parents, it's so important that we put down our devices and that we spend one on one quality time with our children. Because even if your child has a diagnosis, they still aware to some degree of what's going on, and they do know who you are. They do want your warmth, they do want to spend time with you. It goes such a long way. It strengthens the bond you have with your child. It helps your child regulate their emotions because they can feel your love and your care for them when you spend time one on one with them. And so, as much as possible, please incorporate that into your day with your child because that helps your child more than you even know or can imagine. And the fourth thing I'm going to address is sensory input. How can we build a daily routine of sensory input? And what do I mean by that? So, activities that will activate their vestibular system, which is the system that controls movement and position, right? It's found in the inner ears. And so when your child does activities like rocking on a chair, using an electric toothbrush, those things activate their vestibular system. And what it does is it helps soothe their need for the head banging. And so they're less likely to head bang or bang their heads. They're less likely to do that when that system has been activated. So, like rocking chairs or rocking horses, things like that help your children um, decrease the need and the urge to bang their heads. The last thing I'll say is consider a protective helmet for your child. The products for children who have autism, lots of it has changed, and they have lots of products now where they're more comfortable and they look better, and it will definitely help if your child is prone to really hitting their heads really hard and like against surfaces like a wooden floor or hard surface floor. You definitely want to consider this, and I would talk to your pediatrician as well and consider the use of uh, a helmet for your child's head to prevent any head injuries or decrease the head injuries, the possibilities of head injuries. And so, parents, I know this is a difficult um, area to talk about. I understand the pain, the frustration of not knowing how best to help your child. And so that's why I'm on here sharing these tips, and I hope this helps. If you need further information, I'll be happy. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer your questions. Please leave them in the comments below. Um, I'm going to be doing more of these short topics. If you have any topic you'd like me to address, please let me know as well. I'll be happy to do that. I hope this helps. Again, as I always encourage parents, you are the best parent for your child. Thank you for spending the time to watch this to learn how to better care for your child. Um, please take care of yourself as well because you cannot care for your child unless you care for yourself. And know that we're here to support you. I'm here to support you in this journey that you walk through to help you and your child get to the place where your child can glow with health from the inside out so that your entire family can thrive. So, if you live in the state of Oklahoma and you feel that your child needs a diagnosis or an evaluation for autism and or ADHD, Glow Pediatrics is offering virtual and in-person evaluations for the entire state. So go to our website, it's right here on the screen, glowpediatrics.com, and get on the wait list. Right now we're at 2 weeks. So instead of being on the wait list for months and even years, get on our wait list and we'll be happy to help you get the diagnosis that you need. And even more than that, I'm a pediatrician that specializes in ADHD and autism in a holistic manner, and I will be happy to walk you through how best you can help your child glow with health. You can help your child become healthy. You can address symptoms in your child like constipation, like the inability to sleep or not sleeping well, the picky eating that can be quite frustrating and hard to deal with. I am happy to, and that's what I do. I'm happy to help parents walk through those things so that the parents, can do better, the children can do better, and the entire family will thrive. And so I look forward to serving you. Please share this with family or friends that need to hear about it. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have a podcast, Brain Power with Dr. Echo. And look forward to just being a part of your journey. Again, have a wonderful day and remember, you are valuable, you are the best parent for your child, and I'm here to support you. Have an amazing day.